Hey guys, it's Kirsty. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on push-ups. Push-ups are one exercise that I see done incorrectly or with very interesting technique quite often. So I thought perfect exercise to do as my first how-to. Now, if you've been doing them incorrectly for a while and you're starting to change your technique, it may feel a bit strange, it may feel like you're doing them wrong, but that's completely normal. I have one client that came to me and she had very interesting technique. It's taken her a while, but now it's finally clicked and she knows when her technique is out. Firstly, I'm going to show you how to do a full push-up, and then we're going to show you a few modified versions for those that aren't quite ready to do a full push-up or may have an injury. Now, a push-up is using your chest and triceps as the main muscles. Obviously other muscles are included, but they're the main focus. Now, pointers when doing a push-up. Firstly, your posture is key, so making sure that you're in a straight line from head to toe. As for your head, it should be slightly lifted, so not tucking under, so you're under here, or not looking right up, just slightly lifted so your chin is away from your chest. Your chin should be the first thing to hit the ground if you're going that low, not your nose. Make sure when you're doing a push-up that your chest is coming all the way down, slightly off the ground or just tapping the floor. If you're not quite ready for that full motion, make sure you're coming past your elbows. If you can't do that, then I would go to a modified version. Now for your hands, they should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart, but in line with your shoulders. So not up near your head and not down near your belly button. I don't know how that would happen, but people do strange things. So in line with your shoulders, slightly wider. Then for your elbows, they should be going down. They shouldn't be coming up like this, coming down. So you'll see in the clip coming up. As for your feet, they can be close together or slightly apart, but you don't want them too wide because you want to make sure you're activating your core muscles whilst doing the push-up, and so you want that a little bit unstable. One thing not to do is making sure you don't lift your bum, so you're like a little teepee, or sinking your bum, because that will definitely cause a lot of strain on your lower back. One other thing that people do a lot and they shouldn't is chicken heads. So pushing their head forward to feel like they're going lower, or squeezing their backs. So making sure your posture is perfect. You're not squeezing your neck back. This is gonna really put strain on your shoulders and on your neck. When doing the movement of a push-up, making sure your breathing is very important. So when you're going down, breathe in, and when you're pushing up, which is the hardest part, breathe out. If you breathe quite loudly, that's fine, it'll definitely help. Next push-up is the first modified push-up we're going to be doing today. This is quite common. It's also known as the girl push-up. It's not a girl push-up, it's just a modified version. So for this push-up, your hands are in the same position, your elbows are in the right direction, your head is in the same position, but you're just on your knees. So instead of the line going from your head to toes, the line will be going from your head to knees. Your feet should be slightly raised. The higher your feet are raised, the more weight that will be put onto your upper body. That'll make it harder. So if you're not quite ready to raise your feet, just slightly put your toes on the floor as you're doing the push-up, and as it gets easier, slightly bring them up. Thirdly, we are on our knees again, but we are more in an all-four position. So your bum and knees will be in a line, and then your hands will still be in the same position, and you're gonna go down and up, just like you would in a normal push-up, but this time your bum does stay up. Keeping your bum up and not leaning it back past near your feet and keeping it on top of your knees will keep that weight over your arms. This push-up is good for someone that might have an injury or isn't quite strong enough in the upper body, but it is a good start to go on to the next step. Lastly is the most basic push-up, standing against the wall or even on a bar. So this is for someone that might not be able to get down on the ground or is quite weak, may have an injury. So to do this push-up, you're in the same position and posture as you would as a full push-up, but you're standing up. So your arms will be in the same position. It's very easy to make your arms higher when you're against the wall, so make sure they're still low. Your feet will be further away from the wall, so when you're starting the push-up, you're already leaning against the wall. So you're not just standing with your arms on the wall, you're already leaning forward. So that's the end of the video. There are a lot of other push-up varieties, but these are the most basic and gradual progress. If you're a beginner, then you can start at the wall, or if you have an injury, then start at the wall. Then you can go down onto the ground into a full push-up. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it gave you some help. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. See ya!